The Russian occupation army has colossal problems with discipline. Units are engaged in looting not only on Ukrainian but also on their own territories. The popular Z blogger and Russian military man Svyatoslav Golikov spoke frankly about this. According to him, in the battles in Kursk, the Russian army failed a triple combo: drunkenness, looting and desertion. Such cases were widespread, especially at the beginning of the Kursk operation, that is, in the summer and fall of 2024. Settlements in the grey zone, from which the local population was evacuated, were subjected to unprecedented plundering by the Russian army. There are serious, shameful excesses, including mass ones. The most striking examples were given by the situation in the Kursk region at the stage of stopping the enemy offensive. If a number of units had been noted only for mass drunkenness, it would have been half the trouble. But no. Together with mass drunkenness, these units were noted for equally mass looting. Moreover, some units had also previously distinguished themselves by literally fleeing from their positions, i.e., they had put together a combo, wrote the Z-War correspondent. He claims that such cases were massive, with thousands of soldiers involved in criminal activity on their own territory. As punishment, they were formed into assault units and sent to certain death to attack Ukrainian positions without cover or armored vehicles. Earlier, media reported that residents of Kursk region complained to Putin about the Russian army of marauders. For example, residents of the village of Koronevo in the Kursk region complained to Putin, as well as the heads of the Russian Defense Ministry, the Prosecutor General, the head of the Investigative Committee, and the Chief Military Prosecutor about the facts of mass looting committed by Russian military personnel during the so-called counter-terrorist operation after the entry of Ukrainian armed forces units into the region. People write that there was not a single day of Ukrainian army presence in Koronevo, but after the arrival of Russian military in the village, dozens of residential buildings, shops, gas stations and pharmacies were looted. They say there are numerous accounts of men in Russian military uniforms breaking down doors of evacuated homes, taking away belongings and valuables, and shooting dogs to stop them from interfering with the looting. Russian soldiers also steal cars and agricultural equipment that their owners did not manage to take away. It is no secret that stolen property is taken away through fields and open roads, the statement says.
Hundred protesters in Pakistan marched to the U.S. consulate in Karachi to protest against recent deadly Israeli strikes on Gaza. According to Associated Press, the protest was mainly organized by Jamaat-e-Islami, one of the largest Islamic and political organizations in the Indian subcontinent. Protesters chanted against Israel and the U.S., calling for the end of violence in the Palestinian territory. They carried banners reading, "Stop Genocide in Gaza" and "Trump Go Back." Munam Zafar Khan, Jamaat-e-Islami Karachi chief, said that the march was organized in different cities to protest against Israel's shattering of the ceasefire. He added that the demonstrators will honor and advocate for the innocent children and women of Gaza have been bombed during this holy month of Ramadan. Nearly 600 Palestinians have been killed since Israel on Tuesday shattered a truce that had facilitated the release of more than 24 hostages and brought relative calm since late January. Israel had already cut off the supply of food, fuel and humanitarian aid to Gaza's roughly 2 million Palestinians, has said it would escalate military operations until Hamas releases the 59 hostages it holds, 24 of whom are believed alive, and gives up control of the territory. The ceasefire agreed to in mid-January was a three-phase plan meant to lead to a long-term cessation of hostilities, a full Israeli withdrawal from Gaza, and the return of all hostages taken by Hamas in its surprise attack on Israel.
पर मजबूर किया, दिलों की बुनियाद पर समझौता किया, मगर जब मुसलमानों ने उस समझौते को
इसराइल ने मुआहदे की खिलाफ वर्जी की है, मुआहदे को वायलेट किया है, उसको तोड़ा है और इसराइल की जारियत की मजम्मत के लिए और उसकी अमरीकी पुष्पनाही के खिलाफ आज पूरे पाकिस्तान में सूबाई दारुल-हुकूमतों पे, अमरीकी कौंसल खानों पर जमात इस्लामी ने एहतजाजी मार्च की कॉल दी है। और वजह यही है कि गजा के मजलूम मुसलमान, वहाँ के बच्चे, वहाँ की माएँ, वहाँ की बहनें, उन पे रमज़ान मुबारक के इस महीने के अंदर भी हमने देखा कि 3 दिन पहले जिस तरह बमबारी की गई, 700 से ज़ायद लोग शहीद हुए हैं, जिनमें 2/3 बच्चे और ख़वातीन शामिल हैं।
लेकिन ये तुम कैसे सुपर पावर हो, ये कैसे तुमने होता हुआ नजर आ रहा है। एहतजाज को अहले यमन कर रहे हैं और तागूती कुव्वतों को घुटने टेकने पर मजबूर किया, दिलों की बुनियाद पर समझौता किया, मगर जब मुसलमानों ने उस समझौते को सोशल मीडिया कैंपेन की सूरत में हो तो जारी रखना है। वाखिर दावाना अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन। मुर्दाबाद।